got too excited.
Wait.
What?
Maddie's excited to be back.
You know that I always do that in everyone. I always do.
Yeah, I see it every time I edit it.
We haven't gone for 2 whole weeks. A break. I know you guys missed us so much.
Yeah.
This girl decided to go on vacay, so we had to take a break for that.
It was so fun.
Yeah. And then we got sick.
Yeah, we both got ill.
But now we're fine.
Yep.
And now we're back.
Should we talk about what we did when we
Yeah, tell me, how was your trip?
It was amazing. I literally, the food is amazing there. I literally lost 2 pounds because, I don't know, it's just higher quality, I guess. Everything is cheap. Literally everything is cheap. You can eat for $10
Would
at
you
a fancy restaurant.
Eat for breakfast?
Pastries.
Really?
All the time. Yeah. That's all they have. They call it American breakfast, is where you get eggs and bacon and all that stuff. But yeah.
Interesting.
What else?
Do they like Americans?
They look down on us.
Really?
They think it's cool. They think you look cool because we're different or whatever. But they definitely think that we're stupid and lazy, which is
really
America. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Interesting. Wait, where did you go? Say where you went.
I went to 4 Greek islands. I went to Milos, Paros, Ios, and Santorini. And then we flew from Santorini to Rome, and we met our friends there for a few days.
Nope.
So yeah, we were island hopping. We were literally on a ferry every other day to move islands. Mm-hmm. It's insane. The ferries are like airplanes too. There's all this stuff. It's so weird. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I love the European boys too. They're amazing. They're all old though, 27, 29.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Probably just the ones that you saw.
Tell us about your work, Maddie.
I love it.
Those 12-hour days.
Yep, I am now working a lot of 12 hours. I've seen some crazy, just crazy stuff. I would never eat, gunshots. Gun wounds, I meant.
Can't even imagine.
Yeah, it's actually been really cool. I don't know what I last ended with the whole job thing, but I finished my training shifts, and now I'm solo, and I'm doing a lot better than I expected. I thought I was going to struggle a lot more.
Do you have to know all those words that you memorized?
Yeah, I actually do.
Use them?
Yeah,
wow.
I actually do.
That's good.
And there's probably more I'm supposed to know. A lot when it comes to EKGs, I don't really know.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Yeah, those tests are confusing.
Yeah, and I just look them up, right, and then I end up figuring out what it means.
You have your laptop, right? That's where you write on?
No. So it's you have a cow. It's called a cow. What is it? Computer
on wheels.
Yes, that's what it is. And it's cute. It's like a little thingamajiggy right there. And then,
oh my god.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And then
I did not expect that.
Yeah, and then it's a gigantic computer right here, and then the ones where you can move, project. What are they called? How you can have
split screen.
Yeah, one of those.
You can, okay.
Yeah. And then so I have the patient's chart on this side, and then WordPad, on call and stuff like that on the other screen. So, yeah.
Wow. So you wheel around your computer all day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. Yeah, it's really fun. I think I've had really nice PAs and doctors so far, so it hasn't been that much of a struggle.
That's good.
I'm nervous when I have a really busy day, and then also the doctor I have isn't the nicest. So
yeah, when it gets stressful.
Right. So, but I mean, it's bound to happen. Yeah.
Wow. That's gonna look so good on your resume.
I know. I'm so excited.
Good.
Yeah. Let's see, what else? Oh, yesterday was 4th of July.
Yep.
And we hung out together.
Yeah, I went to the pool and we had a barbecue.
Yep.
And then we went and saw the fireworks.
Yep.
We were sitting in a bunch of rocks.
Yeah.
Watching the fireworks backwards.
Yep. We're backwards. God. And then we listened to Pitch Perfect on the way.
Oh, yeah. Back. I listened to it here, too.
Did you actually?
Yeah. I went through like all 3 of the movie soundtracks. And I'm like, oh, I remember this.
It's
so good.
So good.
Oh, I know.
It's so good.
It's better than normal songs.
And how do they sing like that?
Just everybody contributes a different sound, I guess.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's great. And then after this, we're going shopping because we have a trip.
Yep.
Next week.
We have a trip.
When do we get out?
What do you mean?
What did we film in?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If we film in Vegas.
I work Monday, so
okay.
Maybe we could film.
Yeah, we'll film in Vegas.
New destination next week. Stay tuned.
Las Vegas. We were floating in the pool yesterday. I was like, think about it. In a week, we're going to be in Vegas.
Yep.
And Maddie's like, oh my God.
I'm so excited. I really am. I mean, I don't know what to...
Fun.
Yeah, and I don't know what to expect because I've been there once, but it was on my cheer trip. So I didn't even...
I've only been there for volleyball, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen it at night. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know what the strip looks like
Oh
at
my
night.
gosh, we have to go see the fountain. We have to go see the strip. It's going to be so fun.
Yeah, because when I went with cheer, it was for a football game. So we were not even in the strip. And then
we were just like in the city.
Yeah, and then we went to the strip just to look at it. It was during the daytime. We went to the M&M factory, and that was...
Oh, I love that place.
Yeah, and then we left, so I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, should we move on to the episode?
I think so. Today's episode is about living traditionally. That could mean... like...
That's all I have to say about it.
What I was thinking is that I pretty much am living traditionally. I really am.
Yeah, you are.
Like, when you really think about it,
yeah,
I am.
And I'm like... That suits you, though.
I'm perfectly fine with it.
Yeah.
I don't need... But, like, it's not like I want to settle with just one job. Like, I think when I have my job, I want to either start my own business or get some other, like, hobbies and things within my job.
Paths.
Yeah, like, either, like, teach or start some foundation. I don't know, something like that. So, I guess that's a little different. But I definitely am going to have a traditional job.
Okay, what should we start with? Should we talk about college?
Wait, let me explain.
That's the first step.
Yes, let me explain what we're talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
living traditionally. We're talking about, like, going to college right after high school, then meeting someone and getting married, and then right after getting married, you have your kids, and then...
While you're working your 9-to-5
Yeah,
job.
and then you get a 9-to-5 job, and then you do that job until you get old, and then you retire, and that's...
Well, we also miss the big piece of a lot of people get in debt, usually, somewhere in the years between when they graduate college and when they retire. They have debt, and then that's a whole nother challenge inside of that 40-year period. And then you retire with however much money, and then you travel.
And then you travel.
You travel after you retire.
Yeah. So that is what we're talking about. And we're talking about how our generation, I think, is steering away from that.
Very much so.
Yeah, I feel like it's being
and in some cases, it's literally just to spite their parents, I feel like. Because a lot of people our age hate their parents. Absolutely hate them.
I feel like there's a lot of factors that I think are going into this.
So many factors.
It's that. I think having divorced parents, which we're going to get into that. Technology has advanced so much.
Online jobs. You can work from anywhere in the world.
AI, too. They're like everything. I don't know. There's a lot going on with our generation that... I mean, and I don't know. What if, like, we're being so biased and just because we're in this generation, we see the difference? I don't know, though. I really feel like our generation is so different.
Yeah. It's so different.
Like, our parents did not have phones when they grew up. They didn't. But we like, did.
I think our age especially was introduced to phones at the perfect age.
Yeah.
Which was right going into middle school.
Yeah.
We didn't have it in elementary school. We still played outside and all that during developmental stages.
Yeah.
And then we got
And I feel like millennials might be a little too late, maybe, in that process. I mean, millennials are still in that, but I feel like our generation's doing a much more different approach to everything. I mean, and AI started in our generation. If that makes sense.
Yep.
But, yeah. How old are millennials right now? Well, millennials like my parents' age.
Well, no, my cousin is technically a millennial. He's 26. And then I also have my old nanny. She's 30, I think, or almost 30.
So, like...
And she's a millennial.
So 20s, 30s, and 40s?
I think it's like 25 to 45.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's
okay.
around that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, my old nanny, she's the one who she definitely followed the traditional life. 100%.
Yeah, I feel like that was still a thing for millennials.
Yeah. They definitely have kids right now and stable jobs and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so let's talk about college.
Okay.
So,
I just put that this is kind of my reasoning for going to college because I know a lot of people go for different reasons. So my reason is because my parents are very focused on education. That's always been like number one priority in my house is education. And they knew that they wanted to send their kids to college if we wanted to go. And I think it's completely beneficial for learning purposes and meeting new people, especially creating a network of very smart, able people. But I'm not gonna lie, if my parents were not generous enough to pay for it, I probably wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Because student debt is insane. The amount of money we pay to go here is insane. Like, I can't even believe it. We could buy a new car every year instead of going to college. And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I get why people can't justify it. Completely get it. Completely get it.
Like, I feel like options have become endless on what you can do without going to college. And I think debt, the cost of college, has really played a huge role on people not going to college. And I know, like, FAFSA helps, scholarships help, there's grants, there's stuff like that, but, like...
But that's only if it's like, if you're at the very, very end of the spectrum. If you qualify.
Yeah.
The people in the middle who their parents aren't giving anything to them, which is totally fine, they have to fund it themselves.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, kids our age are not making $100,000 a year. It's just not happening.
Yeah.
So.
And why would you want to be in debt for your 4 years? Especially if you want to go.
It's stressful.
Higher above, maybe. Yeah.
And what if you want to travel? And what if you want to take a gap year? Like.
Yeah.
There's so many things that go into it.
Cost of college it's insane.
Right.
It's crazy.
I love college though because I love to learn. That's like bottom line.
Yeah.
I love learning new things every day. I learn from my classes. I learn from the people here. Because the people here are driven to do something. Yeah. That's what I love.
Yeah.
Because there's other people that are not in college that they just don't have a path. And that is so toxic to be around. Yeah. They're just like, I'll just make money here, and I'll date this random person and go nowhere in life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just...
Yeah, there's definitely a filter when you come to college. I mean, not a huge filter. Right. Because there's still some people who go to college because it's...
I agree.
Fun. Not for...
Well, yeah, we're still...
purpose.
I'd say we're still kids. We have the freedom of an adult, but the responsibility of children. Yeah. It's amazing.
But that's what's kind of good about college, that it's like a little community where everyone gets to learn that.
And it's like an intro stage, and you're sent off into the real world.
I will forever be happy that I decided to go to college. I mean, it really wasn't like an option for me. I was going to go no matter what. But, like, I'm so happy that I chose to take it seriously.
Yeah,
there we go.
Same.
Take it seriously.
Literally, right after we got here, right after we made our friends, and, like, I got into my classes, I was like, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Exactly.
And it's the best feeling ever, because you're like, I know this is where I'm supposed to be, because I'm learning, and... Yeah. It's just, you can just tell.
Yeah. And everyone says, like, this is going to be the best years of your life. Like, legit, I am having the best years of my life.
The people I've heard that from, my grandparents and my friends, are like, these 4 years are going to be the best. Like, you're going to look back on them forever.
It is. I'm like, it's great. It really is. Like,
we
both miss it.
Back.
Yeah. You can't tell we both miss it.
I can't wait to come back to move in. Oh my god. Wait.
I'm so excited.
Same.
So while I was looking this up, I was thinking, I thought the percentage of our generation not going to college was a lot higher, but it's not. It's actually increased. It increased.
Really?
Yeah, like millennials have, or let me see, how do I say this? We are the generation that is the most educated out of all other generations. And
We're Gen Z, right?
Yeah, 52% are educated in millennials. Wait, does that make sense?
How many? Wait, what percent of?
We're 57.
What about millennials?
They're 52.
Okay, and then 43 for Gen X, which is before millennials, or after?
Yeah, no,
or
it's
after
before.
us? Okay.
That's like our parents, Gen X.
Oh, then yeah.
And then it goes
I didn't
boomers.
expect that. Okay.
Yeah, so we have the highest education, and I wonder if that's because I think now jobs honestly expect you to have a degree.
Yeah.
I think it used to be having a diploma from high school is
yeah.
the bare minimum. Now I feel like it's starting to become a
Bachelor's
degree.
Yeah.
So
I also think that people are doing different things with their degrees.
Yeah.
So like you don't have the normal, like most engineers go straight into industry work versus I've met a lot of kids that are like, I'm an engineer, I want to have my own business like me. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, me too. I didn't think anybody else wanted to do that.
Yeah.
But you see that everywhere, like business students, obviously, medical.
Yep.
People want to start their own. Like
you have to be
there's a lot of entrepreneurship.
Yeah, you have to be strategic with it. That's what I saw. Like, I mean, this kind of just goes for med school because that's what I'm in. But like, I've seen people who have their major in business and their minor is in biology or chemistry and something like that because
makes sense.
Yeah, they learn both sides, I guess. But I don't know why they would major in it. I don't know. I don't get that. All right. I think another. Are we all good with this?
Yeah.
This part. So, I think another thing that has really shifted in our generation is dating in marriage.
Oh yeah.
Like completely. That I think actually has gone down. It has. I mean, actually.
Oh my god. The average age to get married now is 29.
Isn't that crazy?
29.
When it used to be probably like 16 or 18.
Yeah.
Definitely 18, not 16.
Yeah.
18.
I don't know what you're thinking.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that.
But I think that's where we get very different, is you're living the more traditional, planning to marry the same guy you're with when you were in your teens, right? Like, that's totally fine because you guys are great together. But I'm very different. I could have met my husband or whatever, but I would never have taken him seriously.
Yeah, we are very...
I'm just like, I'm not getting married till late 20s.
Yeah.
At the earliest.
Even if you want to get married. I don't know if you even want to get married.
Yeah, if I want to.
Yeah. I saw that...
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I saw a statistic that 73%... These were our respondents. I don't know how great this statistic is. Say they weren't currently dating or looking for a relationship because they had more important priorities. 73% of our generation.
That's exactly the reason, though.
Isn't that that is why.
Yeah.
Because they just don't see it that big of a deal.
Because we got other shit going on.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal than it used to be. It used to be and I wonder if it's because of the how do I say this? Like, not the status, but like the different tasks the husband and the wife had.
Well, like how it's shifting into something else. Yeah. Like
right.
Instead of moms just staying at home, it's different now.
Yeah. Like now women are allowed to have jobs. Like I think.
Right.
And I mean, and that was such a long time ago, but still, like it has.
It's still a variable in it.
It was. Yeah. And I think now people, are now just don't want that.
I feel like people in our generation definitely put themselves first.
Yes.
There's more, everybody's self-helping themselves, right? Like
very much.
Very health-focused on themselves.
We're a very selfish generation.
I'm not going to lie, I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, improve yourself before you can be attached to anybody else.
I see that. Yeah, and that goes with having kids, too, I think.
Right. That's why we're having kids later, too, is because we get married later, and then we're like, do I really want a family with this person? And then it just comes later.
Yeah. It's not that top priority. And I also think dating in general has come a lot harder. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's because there's now, like you can hook up with people now, and now it's normal.
Oh, yeah.
It's normal to do that.
so normal.
When it used to not be normal to do that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't take people seriously anymore. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
It's all just fun and games for me.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm still 19. Like, I'm not even 20
yet.
And
that's just,
I'm like, I don't really care.
And I think that ends up skewing with, oh my gosh, what's it called when you like trust someone?
Trust issues?
Yeah, you get trust issues.
I think that the combination of the people like me who are like, oh, fuck it, I'm young, like, it doesn't matter, it's not that deep, versus the people that want to live traditionally, that clashing is really not good for everybody involved.
Yeah, and then, like, you don't ever talk about, like, hey, do you want to make this, like, official, or do you just want to keep having fun?
The what are we talk.
Yeah, what are we? Exactly. Yeah. And then also dating apps. I think dating apps were more prominent millennials, but it's still
people are still on them all the time.
Yeah, it's still a thing here. And people still use that different, like, they don't use that for what the purpose was.
Right.
They don't use it for dating. They don't. Our generation does not use it for dating.
No, not at all.
It's so weird.
I mean, it's our generation.
It really is.
You can't expect anything from us, honestly.
No.
Whatever tools you give us, we will use them in a different way.
Yeah. And I've known
very creative
people, and I'd say you're kind of like that, or kind of like this, who, like, maybe would want a relationship, but then you realize that it is just so much work, it's not even worth it.
Right.
It's not even worth it.
It's not worth it to take time out of my day away from my own self.
Yeah.
No.
And I don't know if I really see that as an issue if you're trying to get your career up.
Right.
If you're trying to get your own self to be successful, I just don't really see that as an issue. I don't think
it's an issue at all.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think it's when you take the two different mentalities and you put them together in a room, and it's not good.
No.
Because then you have somebody being like, you don't care about me, blah, blah, blah. And the other person's like, I don't. I only care about my job and myself. Like, I told you that from the beginning. And then it's just a mess.
Yeah, it is.
But, yeah, I don't know. It's really different. That's why our parents don't understand it at all.
Yeah.
My parents don't get it. But can't really expect them to. Because, like, when they grew up, it was like you're either dating somebody or you're not. Like, it's never in the middle.
When did your parents start dating? What age?
Like, when they start dating each other?
Yeah.
They were actually in, like, a situationship type of thing for, like, almost a year. And they were both, like, seeing other people. And then they decided to be together a year before my mom graduated college. So it was right after my dad graduated college. And he went to go to work in Detroit. They were living, like, an hour away from each other or something. And so they would drive up and see each other, like, every weekend. And then after my mom graduated, they moved to Arizona. So I think it was, like, 21, 22 years old.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
I'd say that's pretty normal.
And then they moved out here. Just them two. They weren't even married yet.
That's a thing.
And they like, bought a house. They got a house built. Like, then they got married in
That's
2000.
how my parents were.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, you just don't see that anymore.
My parents got together at 17. And...
What?
Yeah.
They were young? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah,
oh, my
really
God.
Young. And, yeah, they went through college. Not the same college together, but they, like, helped each other at the same time.
Wow.
And got a house and stuff like that together. Didn't get married until I was 4.
You got married after they had you?
Yeah, and what is that?
Wow.
I don't know what age that is. Is that 23? No. I think she had me when she was 23. Maybe she was 27?
And they got married then? So you were in their wedding?
Yeah.
Aww.
I was flower girl.
That's cute.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess mine, like, my parents were not traditional in that way. They were a little bit more...
I mean, I feel like...
off-put.
My parents weren't really either, because they moved in... Like your parents did. They moved in way before they got married.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. It also depends on your religion. Like, I know a lot of the Mormon people from where I live, they're not allowed to leave their parents' house until they're married.
Yep. It's definitely religion.
Yeah.
Which I wonder if this is all breaking because we're not as religious. Yeah. We're not.
I think it all just factors into each other.
It does. Like, I wonder what that statistic is our generation being religious. Because it's definitely gone down.
Oh, yeah.
It has definitely gone down.
Especially in colleges. Like, think about the people we know.
I know. Just don't. Or it's
we
one
know,
of those,
like, maybe 3 religious people.
It's a lot of, my parents are religious, but I just don't really follow it.
Right. Everybody says that, yeah.
So, It's definitely, I think it's definitely newer to our generation.
Mm-hmm.
I also think statistics of, I'm hungry and my stomach's about to growl.
Oh, gosh.
Listen. Oh, it didn't go. Oh, it just went. I don't know if you could hear it. I was
couldn't
talking.
hear it.
Yeah. I think also our generation, or I think another factor into not wanting to get married or stuff like that is because of having divorced parents.
I agree.
Around 50% of children grow up with divorced parents.
Oh, I have so many friends who have divorced parents. Yeah.
And then you see relationships and marriage in a different way, and you don't want to have something like that.
In a terrible way.
Yeah.
And you're like, I never want my kids to go through this.
Yeah, so you just don't even...
Scared of getting married.
Yeah, so...
Which, totally get it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yep.
Sucks.
And just a little snowball on that. Having kids.
Okay.
Our generation just doesn't want to have kids.
Oh, no.
And it is an issue for all of the other generations.
Yeah, for Social Security. Think about that.
It is
we don't
so
have kids.
bad.
Yeah.
We will not have anything.
People will still have kids, obviously.
Well,
I think it's going to go down a lot, though.
So low. It's so low than how many old people there are.
Yeah. But I also think we're going to have kids later. Like, I feel like right now a lot of people are like, I don't want kids, just like what I'm saying. And then later down the road, they're going to be like, okay, I want a family now.
It is physically harder to have a kid when you're older.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we're putting that into a factor.
Once you get to your late 30s, and you're not supposed to have a kid past 40 years old.
No.
So,
the chances...
guys are fine for any age, but
yeah, it's
girls...
women, yeah. Like, it's not as healthy to have a kid when you're 30 than it is to have a kid when you're 16 or 17, 18. Right. So, like
not prime time anymore.
Yeah. And we're not, I don't think we're thinking about that at all.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah.
One of my books actually said that. It was like, if you want kids, think it out. Like, think it through. You're going to need a year to have the child, to grow it. And then you need to, like, think back. Okay, 5 years before you want your kid, before 40 years old, you need to be married. So, like, 36-year-olds are like, well, fuck. What am I supposed to do now? Mm-hmm. And they just, like, never thought about it.
And what I think is sad about that is that what's really smart for... like I don't even know if this is straight up our generation, but like responsible is people don't want to have kids until they're stable with their own their own situation,
like their career
and stuff like that. And now that women are able to work, of course, that puts a strain on them trying to get their career up, and then also trying to have kids. Yeah. It's hard. Like, think about it. Yeah. I'm not going to be done with school, with residency or anything like that until I'm 30.
Yeah.
Until I'm 30. I'm not going to be done until I'm 28.
Yeah.
So think about that.
You're not going to be stable till 35, maybe.
Yeah. Like, that's scary, right?
It is scary, It's scary. I agree.
It's weird.
But I think also more people are freezing their eggs. I've heard a lot of people say that.
Yeah.
I've actually wanted to donate my eggs.
They're wild.
They're worth like $10,000 each.
Well, yeah, but it's also because there's limited amount.
And my dad's all, do you really want your children walking the earth and you've never met them? And I'm like, probably not.
That's funny.
But
yeah, I guess I don't really know what freezing eggs is, though. I'm not gonna lie.
They literally take a few eggs and they freeze them when you're 30 something, and then you can use them later on. And they're still healthy eggs.
Really?
So once you're 40, your eggs start to, like, deteriorate. They like, stop being as healthy.
Yeah, but I thought also having a hard time having children at an older age is also because your body just can't handle it.
Right. So you would take the egg and probably get a surrogate, or you could put it back in yourself, probably.
And that's if you have the money to do that.
Right. It costs a lot of money to do that.
Surrogates are so expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, somebody's literally growing a child for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's hard. And I think having kids does matter because that, again, helps our generation with the way our government
And it also gives you a sense of purpose. Like, I've asked so many, like, old people from my grandpa's elderly home, I'm like, what are you most proud of? Every single one of them says their kids. Mm-hmm. And if they don't have kids, then they don't say, they're like, oh, I'm just like my job or whatever. Like,
the thing about it, you're like passing down
right.
generation.
It's your name, it's your genes.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Yeah, I do too.
That's probably the only reason why I would have kids.
Really?
Just to pass on my legacy and my genes.
Yeah.
My intelligence.
Yeah. Wait, did we just talk about the 9? Well, we haven't talked about the jobs yet, right?
Mm-mm.
Another thing that our generation is going haywire on
Oh my god.
is shifting from a 9-to-5 job.
The 9-to-5 rat race is what we call it.
Rat race.
Yep.
It's just so not what people want anymore. And
It has like
totally
a
get it.
negative connotation to it now.
I totally get it.
The 9 to... Oh, I will never...
I know, that is kind of sad. 9 to 5.
I never want to work a 9 to 5 in my life. Like, ever. That seems like hell.
It does.
It seems like I literally am, like, burning in hell if I have to work a 9 to 5.
Because that's your life. 9 to 5?
Right.
That's a long time.
8 hours a day? That's
For
a third,
5
that's
days
a third
a
of
week?
your life. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're not given good benefits. Unless you
don't
have like
any-
a specific
You
job.
don't have any time to travel.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Then you have to wait till you're 65 to travel because you
Yeah.
just get the weekends off. Like, how are you supposed to go to Europe in 2 days?
Yeah.
That's how long it takes to get there and back. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think as long as you're doing what makes you happy, then you'll be happy. But if you're in a job like or a career that you just can't stand, then just switch.
It's not.
Doesn't
yeah.
matter
It's,
how
you're
much
not gonna
money
like
you're
it.
making.
Yeah, you're not gonna like it.
You're gonna hate your life.
Yeah. And also I think more people are wanting to be influencers or business owners.
Yeah. Business owners for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess there are a lot of influencers. I don't get the hype though. Being
I
an
mean, if you think
influencer
about
is
it
like-
right now, we're trying to be some type of influencer,
That's
but we're
true.
not doing it for our entire life.
Right.
We're doing it because it's fun. And of course some people are too, but think about all the TikTokers and like Charli D'Amelio, her life is set.
Right. She is like a very, very good example of you can make a shit ton of money doing that.
And she's done. She doesn't have to do anything else.
Right. But there's like if you have like the medium level influencers,
Yeah.
they make not that much money.
Or
and they have to spend so much time doing what they
Yeah.
do, making videos,
Yeah.
editing.
think about the
whatever.
YouTubers that used to be so popular in
Oh yeah.
like 2009. Like, are they able to pay
They
for
can't
their
support a
bills still?
family on that.
Are
yeah.
they? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know how much you get paid for that stuff. And I mean, that's scary being an influencer.
That's what's really confusing to me is how they get paid. Because what is TikTok paying you? Like
I think they are.
like there's a creator fund or whatever. You get like, I think you get like 1/10 of a penny for every view or something. Like it's really
Yeah, I think they're getting paid by
It's
that
random.
and sponsors.
definitely sponsors and like brand deals for sure. Like Alex Earl makes $100,000 off of every brand deal.
Really?
Because of how much traction it gets. Because people are stopping with like newspaper ads and like billboards and all that marketing, and they're moving to influencer marketing.
Yeah.
Because that's
Everyone's
that's
on
what we
social
watch
media
now, yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know how much money you can make off of that. And then what I was thinking about,
Crazy.
yeah, and I was thinking about stuff like that, like retiring. Like how like where are your benefits?
Oh yeah, you have
How
to
do they
pay
get
for
benefits?
you have to pay for your own health insurance.
Right?
My dad literally just went down this entire path because when he quit his job, and he retired, right? That's what he called it, is retiring. He didn't actually retire. He just quit his job. Now he doesn't have a pension. Now he doesn't have health care. Now he doesn't have all the other things that come with it. So he has to buy health care every year for us.
Is it
He has to-
expensive?
Yeah.
Is it actually?
It's expensive.
I don't know how much it is. I've never.
But it depends on what you get. But with like my sister's medical history, like he wanted to get a good health care because then you can pay for it and do all that. But yeah, just like health insurance, everything, and what else was I gonna say? I think it's like the stability of a 9 to 5 is what people love. The things that you're given, the benefits.
You know
the
for sure
401k,
you're gonna be
yeah.
making this amount of money. There's
You're
no
gonna get a pension
scary.
when
yeah.
on your 65th birthday you're gonna get money.
Yeah, it's not scary knowing that, because that's why I've never really been someone who's like willing to just hope for the best and take a risk.
Right.
I've just never been like that, and I don't like it. It makes me anxious. I'm good with a 9 to 5. I really am. I really am.
And that's the trade-off versus I'm like running from that, and I'm like, I would rather pay for my own health insurance for my entire life and do that.
Yeah, like
it's just a trade-off.
You're fine with the risks.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, like, I'm not. And I think it really is the whole risk taking that scares people into not wanting to do something different than a 9 to 5. And you also, like, what happens if it doesn't work out? What happens?
You fail.
Right?
You have to pick yourself back up, yeah.
And what do? Like, that's I think people are so scared about that.
Right, I agree. But I also, I'm excited to fail. I know I'm going to fail. I'm excited to fail, because that's when I learn the most. I love learning, and you learn the most when you fail. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
So, once I fail, I'll learn more, and hopefully I won't fail next time. And if I do, then I'll keep going until I don't fail.
I also think, too, like, if you're doing a job like that, I think that you put so much commitment into that job that, I mean, and I feel like you have to tell yourself that this is going to succeed. This is going to happen. I'm going to work so hard for this to work.
That's another thing with 9 to 5, though. You start at 9, you end at 5. When you're building your own business, you are working 24 hours a day.
Yeah, you really are.
You don't have the breaks.
You don't.
And I totally get why people would want to work a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Because it's like a section. You have those 8 hours, and then you're done. You walk away.
Yeah.
And you get to go home.
No, that is very true. And I mean, you can be working 24/7.
Right.
Like, you don't even have the weekends
off.
Your
entire life becomes your business.
Yeah. Until someday, hopefully it becomes successful enough, you can pass it on to someone else or take more of a...
Have a board, have other people do it for you,
Exactly. Which is, I think, what people find that appealing.
Yeah. Later down the road.
Yeah. And then having your own business allows you to retire earlier.
Mm-hmm. And make more businesses. And you don't have to work at all.
And then make a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're not given a set amount.
Ton.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's scary, too, because, like, being a realtor, like, what happens if the market crashes?
I know a lot of realtors, and they struggle hard.
All that hard work that you did, and then all of a sudden the economy just crashes, and now you're in some hole.
But realtors, well, if you're selling, let's say you're selling $1 million houses, right? You make tens of thousands on every house you sell.
Yeah.
So if you sell a few houses a month, you're making so much money.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully they can save it and not spend it all, because the market does fluctuate, and they have to understand that.
Well, yeah, and then you also put in, like, is your wife working, or is she not working? Do you have kids? What expenses do you have? Like, do you have multiple cars? Do you have a boat? Do you have another house?
What level of stability do you have to maintain?
Yeah, which I hope our generation figures that out, because that is terrifying.
Having a boat is so expensive.
Yeah, it really is. It's a lot of maintenance. Yeah. My dad loves his boat, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I would totally buy a yacht. Did I tell you about that when I was in Europe? I was like, that's it. I'm buying myself a yacht, and I'm sailing the ocean and all the land for a year.
Did you go on one?
No. Yeah, we went on a catamaran.
Was it cool?
It was the fucking best thing ever.
Really?
I love boats, actually.
Yeah, I actually like boats, too.
Living on a yacht? Are you kidding me? That would be so fucking nice. It's a mansion on the water. You're literally secluded from everybody.
Yeah.
You get to go see whatever you want, and you always have, like, a hotel room.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm totally gonna do it when I'm older.
I don't think I've ever even seen a yacht.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
The ones in Greece? Oh, my God. It's because a lot of the Russians go down to Greece to travel. Really? Because Russians are freaking rich.
Really?
Holy shit. Their yachts are fucking huge.
Really?
Like, oh my God, you have no idea. It's literally massive. They're like a couple 100 feet long.
Yeah,
6 stories.
I don't think I've ever seen one. I keep picking off my nail polish, guys, if you wanted to know.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Glittery.
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have much to talk about. That was it. It's just...
My only advice is just do what you love.
Exactly.
If you go down a path and you regret it, then choose a different one. Even though it's not that simple.
Yeah, and it's scary knowing you might not have enough time and stuff like that, but...
Right. We're racing against the clock here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Do what makes you happy.
Yeah, because you could die tomorrow. What are you going to do then?
Yeah.
If you regret your life, then you're going in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm.
And is that it? Are we done?
I think so. Are you hungry?
Mm-mm.
I'm hungry.
You want to stop somewhere on the way? Okay.
I'm hungry. Are we driving together?
I don't
Okay.
think so.
Yeah, because I don't want
I
to.
don't think that makes sense.
It doesn't either. Okay. All right. We're going
All right.
shopping, guys. Leave
We'll
us
see
alone.
you guys next week in Vegas.
Love you all. I hope you guys like this, and we missed you so much.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, my ear hurts. It always hurts my ear. Whoa.